Hi friends, so we are going to be working on our cube today. Now, our cube is a little bit harder to make, but I promise you guys will get it. It's a 3D cube. We can practice it a few times in order to make it, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a box. So we start with a square. Now I'm going to make a second square that's gonna go kind of like diagonally from it. So I have two squares, right? And they're overlapping one another. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to connect these squares together. I'm gonna connect the corners that are closest to one another. The corners that are closest. So I have the corners that are closest connected to each other. Now I have to choose which side is facing us. Is it gonna be this square that's facing us or this square? I think I want it to be this square, which means all of this stuff in the middle has to be erased. So I'm gonna be erasing this and that and this. So that little Y in the middle is gonna be erased. And that's it. So we have, oh, and then we have to erase this line too, because that's our top of the square. And we have to erase this line too, because that's the side of our square. So in the end, we have 3 sides to our square, and that makes it 3D. How fun is that? So practice on your own. We'll go ahead and we'll do this all together as well, but I want you to make your very own one of these. Hope to see you all soon. Bye, friends. All right, so now we have to make the place for the square to sit because it can't be floating. So I'm just gonna kind of draw a line behind it. And now I'm going to plan out where all of my colors are gonna go. It's gonna go from black to the lightest color. I'm also gonna use secondary colors to mix to make those tints and shades. Very first part is I'm going to make the bottom black, all right? And now I gotta think about what colors are going in here. Now I'm going to be using my darkest, we're gonna pretend, right, that we have a little sun right here. So what's gonna be the lightest one? The top is gonna be the lightest. So I'm gonna say my secondary color is green, and then I'm gonna have mostly white. Then what would this be? This would just be regular green, which would make this green, but mostly black. Now the background is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna go from lightest to darkest. So the lightest would be green with mostly white. What's next? It would be like a green, but little white, right? Then I have green. Then I have green plus little black. And what's the last part? Green with mostly black. So that is called a gradient, which makes it go. It's called a gradient because it goes from the lightest to the darkest and in between. And remember, we're pretending that we have a sun kind of shining down here, making this top the lightest. This is our regular color, and this is our darkest color. Black is just so that everything mixes in the background. Sound good? And that's it for today. And for tomorrow, I want you guys to be painting this. Make sure that it is really beautiful. Make sure you are really working on those tints and shades in order to get it done. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye, friends.